Believe it or not, a balanced diet goes a long way when it comes to keeping balance in a busy lifestyle. So I'm going to turn things over to our Chef Ulrich for this week's Eat Well, Live Well recipe.
Today we're going to make a fun little dipping sauce, and it's really a versatile sauce that you can use either on grilled chicken, pork, veal, or as we're going to do today here with a little Asian spring roll. This is something that you can make maybe about 3 or 4 days ahead of time, keep in your refrigerator, but after that you really want to get rid of. So this is enough to probably serve as a dipping sauce, probably about 12 people, depending on the size of your party. You can either scale that down or increase it. And of course the main ingredient being the peanut butter, which is a great source of protein for you. So first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of vegetable oil into a pan, and the vegetable oil that we're using today is a neutral vegetable oil. We don't want something that is very strong and aromatic, so vegetable oil is good for us. We're going to add some onions into this. Make sure that we keep the onions circulating. We don't want this to color too much. A little bit of color is going to be good, but what we really want to happen is make sure that the cell structure of the onion starts to break down, so you lose a little bit of that crunch and the onion actually becomes a part of the sauce. We're going to add some garlic to that as well. Slowly keep this rotating, keep the pan moving, preventing any burning happening in the pan. Minute, 2 minutes is probably about enough. You can see the onions are starting to become translucent. They're sweating, which means that all the sugar and all the water is coming out of the onions. You're concentrating the flavor and you're building flavor as you go. At this point now, we're going to add some soy sauce. This is going to be some of the salt that we're looking for that we're going to get there. Again, just stir that in with the onions and with the garlic, slowly letting that reduce. We're also going to add some sweet chili paste to this. Again, control this by the amount of heat that you like, but knowing that you're putting something like peanut with it, that the peanut itself will neutralize a lot of the heat that you have here. The sugar here as well from the sweet chili sauce will add some of that sweetness that we're looking for in addition to the heat, which is really going to make some exciting taste in your mouth. So again, just keep that rotating, allowing the sugars to caramelize, allowing the flavors to reduce. We're now going to take our peanut butter, and I've got chunky peanut butter here because it's going to add great texture to the dipping sauce. There we go. Put that all inside there. Slowly start to incorporate it with the rest of the sauce. This is as it starts to warm up in the pan now, will start to become a lot more loose and liquid, and you can just fold in the onions and the sweet chili and the soy, and the peanut butter will become a lot easier to work with. As you can see there, it's starting to become nice and soft. At this point now, it's probably a little too thick for what we're looking for, so we're going to add some water to this, and this will give us the right consistency that we're looking for. So control the water with how much you think you need. Just going to turn the heat up a little bit because I'm going to be adding cold water to this, and I don't want it all gumming up again and becoming real tight. So slowly add some water to it, and probably about half a cup of water will be sufficient for this. And as you can see when you look inside here as well, there's a nice chunkiness to this, great texture. So when you dip whatever you're going to be dipping into that, you're not just going to get that peanut flavor, but some of the parts that are in here with it are going to come off onto the meat, which is just going to be great. Turn the heat down now at this point. Make sure that everything is really well incorporated. Taking some fresh cilantro. This is something you're going to add last minute so that you keep that lovely fresh flavor. You don't lose it during the cooking process. Fold that in. And you want it to basically coat the back of a spoon, but be loose enough that it comes off a whisk or off a mixing spoon, as I just did there. Plate up time. Just take a little bit of that peanut dipping sauce, put it into a vessel. There we go. Take the rest of it, cool it down, sit it in the fridge. It'll keep 3 or 4 days, as I said. You don't need to worry about that. And there you have a great little dipping sauce. And enjoy it with whatever nice meats or vegetables you're cooking up with.
Now, if you missed jotting this recipe down, or if you'd like to see it again, log on to our show's website, yourlifetv.com. Also, you could click the Eat Well, Live Well button to see all of Chef's recipes from this season. We'll be right back.